Joining us now is political commentator Israel Ortega from the website Opportunity Lives. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Let me ask you. We hear the Attorney General pounding his fist saying this is the way it's going to be. This is the new get tough policy. Is it the right approach?
Well, I mean, for too long we've ignored our immigration laws. We haven't enforced our immigration laws, and so I think what Attorney General Sessions and President Trump are saying is, look, this is a new era. We're going to enforce our immigration laws now. That doesn't mean that we can't look at our immigration laws to see if there are some things we can do to fix them, including figuring out ways for people to come here the right way, which I think is one of the big problems that I see in the approach of the Trump administration.
Well, what can we expect from this new crackdown?
Well, I think what we're going to see is particularly the courts are going to be taking on more immigration cases. We're seeing that Attorney General, in conjunction with the Homeland Security General Kelly, will ramp up more arrests. And so I think the big question for me will see how will Congress respond to this, because I think a lot of the funding questions will also have to be dealt with in Congress.
You say that rather than building a wall, that the U.S. needs to support economic development in Mexico to reduce immigration here in the U.S. But hasn't the U.S. been investing in Mexico for years?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that's one piece of many pieces I think that are required in terms of fixing our broken immigration system. But clearly, I think that by simply creating a physical border wall, that doesn't get at the root of what is driving a lot of people to come here in the first place, which is crime, violence, and also a lack of economic opportunity. And so to your question, I think
in their country.
In their country. One of the things we can do is I think we have to be open to trade. And that's what worries me a little bit about this president, that he's closing ourselves up to trading with Mexico. That would help Mexico create jobs for Mexicans in Mexico.
You wrote an article about 2 months ago, and you said you have some 5 ideas to talk about effective and humane way to control the influx of immigrants. Give us a little synopsis.
Yeah,
of that.
and I think part of what I was saying, and part of what I'm hearing from the White House too, is that they're understanding that we can't just physically create a border wall across the border. If we have infrared sensors, that would work well.
So using technology.
So using technology, that's right. In some cases, actually having a physical wall is not going to get it.
You also said reforming the visa system,
that's
enacting a guest worker program.
That's right. 40% of all undocumented immigrants overstay their visa, and so that goes to show you that, again, building a physical wall won't get to that.
Pope Francis has emphasized that while we have the right to secure our borders, we also have to accept those who seek refuge. How do you think we balance that?
Mm-hmm. I think we could do more, and I think that clearly, as a sovereign country, we can protect and know who's coming in, who's coming out. But we certainly can do more to welcome people. And I think that we're going to be tested, obviously, in the Syrian refugees, but also what's happening in Honduras and Guatemala and El Salvador. I think there's certainly more we can do to bring people into this country.
Thank you so much, Israel Ortega, senior writer for Opportunity Lives.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.